Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Usman and you are watching Astrological Guidance. In today's video, we will talk about what Mercury being represented in the sign of Capricorn. When someone's having the Mercury placed in the Capricorn sign in their birth chart, what Mercury represents, what is the significance of Mercury being placed in the sign of Capricorn. First of all, we should know what is Mercury. Mercury is generally represented in astrology your analytical mind, your logical mind, your calculative mind, your your communication is seen from Mercury. All the form of communication like texting, verbal communication, writing, emailing, or broadcasting is seen from Mercury. Your Mercury also represent green color. Mercury is represent all the green color is represented by Mercury. Mercury also controls two signs in your birth chart, in everyone's birth chart. Mercury is the lord of the Gemini sign and Mercury is the lord of the Virgo sign. So all the qualities of the Gemini sign and the Virgo sign, Mercury also has the all the significance of both. Mercury has the both house significance because Mercury controls these two signs in natural zodiac belt, Gemini and Virgo. So Gemini sign represent your communication, your uh, sign, your gossiping is seen from Gemini sign, your etc. And Virgo sign represent your analytical mind, your calculative mind is seen from Virgo. Your Virgo sign is generally represent like the cure of the disease because from sixth house we also see your acute diseases. And in natural zodiac belts, Virgo sign comes on the sixth number. So sixth house and the Virgo sign, both the things have signs and the house have the qualities of Mercury. So these are the journal things which Mercury represent in everyone's birth chart. Now here we are only talking about the journal significance of Mercury, what Mercury generally represent in astrology in everyone's birth chart. But it is also very important to see when you're judging your Mercury being placed in the sign of Capricorn. Mercury control which houses in your birth chart because controller of the houses depend upon the ascendant. Whenever ascendant change, the lordship of the house is also changed, as we discussed previously in our previous videos. So Mercury being placed in the Capricorn sign. Capricorn sign represent restriction, hardworking, structure, focusing because Lord of the Capricorn sign is Saturn. So all the qualities of Saturn is also had the Capricorn's energy. Uh, all the authoritative things is seen from Capricorn sign. Capricorn sign also represent focusing and restrict. Capricorn sign also represent being structured, being focused, and being hardworking in your life. So when Mercury being placed in the sign of Capricorn, first of all, we can expect you will have the very dominant communication in your life. You will have that very dominant communication skills in your life. But it that's also depends upon the Lord of the Capricorn sign because when being seeing the Mercury being placed in the sign of Capricorn and Lord of the Capricorn sign is Saturn. So we also must see the where the Lord of the Capricorn sign is placed. Let's suppose Mercury is being placed in the Capricorn sign, you will have to deal with a lot of communication and authoritative communication in your life due to presence of Mercury in the sign of Saturn, and you will face many restriction, uh, you will face many restrictions. You may not be interested into gossiping a lot in your life due to presence of Mercury being in the sign of structure, focus, and hardworking Capricorn sign. So these are the basic qualities of Mercury being placed in the sign of Capricorn. But as we discussed previously, uh, here we are only talking about the generally when Mercury is represent, what Capricorn is represent in astrological, Vedic astrological birth chart. It is also very important, as we discussed previously, when we are seeing someone's birth chart, we need to see the lordship. Also, the Mercury controls which house in their birth chart. So these are the general significance of Mercury being placed in the sign of Capricorn in anyone's birth chart. Now let's suppose now the result of the Mercury being good result and bad result is depends upon the lord of the Capricorn sign, which is Saturn. Now let's suppose Saturn will be placed in their friendly sign or some benefic house. Benefic house means Saturn is significator of the 8th house, Saturn is significator of the 11th house. So whenever Saturn is placed in good signs in good houses, then we can expect you will face a difficulty. You will face many restriction. You will face many problems regarding your communication related matter in your life. But if Saturn is placed well, then you will get good result in your life eventually after Saturn return or when Saturn will get mature in your life. Now, if the Saturn is going to place in their inimical sign or in some bad house like 6th, 12th house, etc., etc., then we can expect you will face a lot of difficulties in your life regarding your Mercury related matter, which we have just discussed, because Mercury being placed in the Capricorn sign. Now, the second important thing to see when someone's having the Mercury being placed in Capricorn sign, which planet aspect is Mercury receiving in your Capricorn sign? Like naturally malefic planet is aspecting your Mercury. Secondly, or naturally benefic planet is aspecting Mercury. Let's suppose if your Mercury being placed in Capricorn sign and receiving the aspects of naturally benefic planet like Saturn, naturally benefic planet like Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Moon, then we can expect you will have a lot of ease, but you will eventually ease regarding all the Mercury related matter in your life, which we have just discussed. But you will have to face some restrictions, some problems, some problems, some bad result regarding your communication and your analytical problems and your authoritative communication, because Saturn is naturally represent delays and restriction and hardworking, and Mercury is now placed in the sign of Saturn. So Mercury means we have to obey the rules of the Saturn because Mercury is placed in the sign of Saturn. So these are the general significance when Mercury will be placed in Capricorn sign in someone's birth chart. Our today's video of Mercury in Capricorn sign ends here. I hope you will find this video very interesting and you will hope this video will prove very helpful for you. And if you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. See you in next video. Till that, Allah Hafiz. Take care.